My name is Rich, married, 6 kids. I was born in Lakewood, California, was raised here in Colorado Springs. Father brought us out here when I was 3. My father's still here with us. He's in the car scene too. He's got a Riviera and a 54 Chevy 210. This is a 94 Astro van. 2 pumps, 4 batteries, 4 switches. Some, how do I explain it? This is me. I mean, I've loved Astro vans. I've had Astro vans. I always wanted to replace it. This one here, I bought from a gentleman in Las Vegas, New Mexico. I bought it from him. I picked it up, decent price. You know, I can't complain. I've loved it since the day I bought it. My father was in the lowrider scene in California. He had a amount of cars out there. 58 Impalas, 64 Impalas. It was, my love for cars just in general came from that. You know, we've always had cars. We've always had, 9 times out of 10, it's always been lowriders. There was a time there was true spokes on every car at the house. You know, it's my car, my dad's car, his wife's car. They all had true spokes on them. You know, it's just, I was brought into it, you know, and my dad, he's a member of the Sultans of Long Beach, California. He lives here, but those are all guys he grew up went to school with. So my whole family, I am the only member of my family that did not grow up in California. My dad did, my uncle did, my aunt, all my cousins, all grew up out there. The interior was still the same. It's full conversion. It's got the 4 captains, the couch that folds into a bed. Ended up getting Marvin to paint it. It was actually painted in the garage back here. Took it up to Denver to Tate Hurt, and he did the pinstriping and leafing on it. Let's see. But it's got 13.7 72 spoke cross-lace Daytons on it that I've actually had since 95. Just my style. Anybody that knows me knows I do the cross-lace. And these ones are actually pre-stamped Daytons. Changed the grill out in it when I painted it. Went from the stock Astro grill to this billet grill here. Did the clear corners on it. I did clear taillights on it when I got it. My first was a 73 Monte Carlo. Bucket seats, console, tack in the dash, T-tops. Bought it off the west side for like $800 when I was 15 when we bought that car. And we never really did a lot to it because I could never keep focus on just one thing. You know, like my first car was a 73 Monte Carlo. Then my second car was a 77 Chevy Love Truck, you know, slammed 1510s, you know. Not really, you know, like a mini truck, but it was, you know, it was a love truck. Then my next one was an 81 Monte Carlo. That was my first taste of hydraulics. When I was 17, I got that car. It's just, I don't know how, you know, it's funny that I have what I have now because I love Monte Carlos. Every other car I've owned's been a Monte Carlo. I think I'm gonna go and wrap all these panels in the green vinyl and then do black and green or gray and green on the seats. I'm actually taking the back seat out that folds into the bed and actually putting a 70s style bed back there, looking like, you know, a stabbing cabin back then. It's got a small flip out stereo. It's set up for 2 12s and an amp, but those are out right now. I'm gonna run 4 8s in it once it goes back together. It's the lifetime project type deal, if you know what I mean by that. I started out in one club called Traditions in Pueblo in 97. It was after my first son was born, so 97, 98. I started out with them and I was with them for 14 years, and then I felt like I was the only one. And around the same time, me and a mutual friend, I tried starting it again and bringing it back, and it just wasn't working. You know, I don't know if it was bad karma or what. It just wasn't, it didn't seem like it was going into gear. And then one night my friend called me and he's like, hey, I got this guy in California. He wants to chapter out. So I'm actually one of the founding members of CityWide here in Colorado Springs. In Colorado, as a matter of fact. So I told him, I said, I can't do that, you know, the loyalty and this and that and wada. I went on for a week before I was finally like, you know, I called the guy that was, you know, started me in traditions, and I told him, I said, I can't do this no more. I got to move on. And that was, let's see, it's June. So July 7th, it'll be 17 years I've been with this club. Founded it, brought it out here, or it was founded by Tony out in Cali, and then me and another guy brought it here, and it's been that ever since. It's got LED lighting underneath. I actually had STM do a 4-link, but because Astro vans are unibody, it's like 2 from the front and 2 from the back. It's a weird type of 4-link setup, but I had him do that because I had it like a week and broke a leaf spring. The people I thank for all this, it starts beginning. I thank my dad for getting me interested in all this. I thank my kids for, you know, the desire to do it, because if it wasn't for the kids, you know, I don't think I would have pushed as hard to stay away from them. No, I'm just talking shit. You know, I'm thankful for my club members. I've got club members that I've been friends with for 20 years that have pushed me. I've got my wife who helps me, who pushes me. She won't drive my cars, but she'll definitely help me build them. You know, Marvin, I got nothing but love for Marvin. You know, I'd do anything for that man. Jeff, STM Auto, I'd do anything for him. You know, my truck wouldn't be the way it was if it wasn't for Jeff. I got plenty of friends along the way, you know. Crazy. Chapo comes to mind. Marvin, I mean, Tony, Steve, even Tony out in Cali. You know, if he wouldn't have created this club, I wouldn't have it. You know what I mean? It's where I was supposed to be. So this is a 96 1500 Chevy. Yeah, I would say one owner, but it's not. When I bought the truck, it was in pieces, like literally. Wasn't for Chris Kaufman, you know, I'd probably be off somewhere else, you know. Chris and his family helped me fucking tremendously through all of this. I mean, all the way up until, I mean, they've always helped me. They've always helped me. I mean, there's been days I wanted to give up and they smacked the shit out of me. You know what I mean? It's just, there's plenty of them. That's just a handful that I can mention that I feel need recognition. You know what I mean? STM did most of the interior work. Marvin did most of the paint work. Or most of STM did do the interior work. AEC did the lighting, but unfortunately I broke the button. But there's 15 wheel pods, or there's 15 light pods, 17-inch wheel rings. It's got a flip out Jensen in it, real cheap, couple Scar amps. Stereo's not done yet. It's still got a lot more. I'm doing 412s and a blow through. All Scar audio. Sitting on 17x9s. Chinas, you know, because that's what we do nowadays, Chinas. All APC gauges with green needles out of a Ford Explorer. Fucking the Denver Super Show. It was the first time I'd ever hopped a car in front of a crowd, I guess you would say. And I was so nervous that I had to go take a shit. I let her, my wife goes, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "I gotta go shit." And it was like 2 minutes before I had to go up, to hop. I got stuck. I embarrassed myself, it is what it is. But, it's just that thought of right before, 20,000 people. Well, it wasn't 20,000. I mean, you've been to a lowrider show, at the hot pit. It's crazy at the time. And I was so nervous. And I shouldn't have been, 3 days before that I had the car in the bumper and didn't worry about it one bit. But once you have all those eyes looking at you, and then the guy got my name wrong. He called me Rick with an 88 Monte Carlo. It was a good memory, but I mean, the memories, they go for years. I can go back to the day I bought my first 65 Impala. I had and you'll notice this trend. I had a Monte Carlo. I had an 84 Monte Carlo, 4 pumps, 10 batteries, 16 switches. I had to be like Dr. Dre at the time. I sold it and went and bought a 65 Impala SS. I went up. The dude dropped me $500 down to hold the car. I handed that money to the guy with the 65, which was my father at the time. So I don't know if this really counts. So I handed him the $500. I put my plaque in the back window and I drove the car to Pueblo for the show the next day. That's a crowning moment. Another moment was when I bought my 88 Monte Carlo. I had a 88 Monte Carlo, Vanderslice paint, all custom leather interior. I mean, it was badass. That was the one I chromed the undercarriage on and lost all interest in the car when I did that. But the day I bought that car off a friend. He said, "I'm moving to Houston and I don't want to take the car with me." I told like 4 different people about the car. No one got off their ass and bought it, so drove down, bought it. I had a car for a year and a half. I actually had that car when I met my current wife. Met her, I'm like, "I got a lowrider. Look what I got." They go on for years. I mean, I met my wife at a lowrider show. July 19th, 2012. At the lowrider show in Denver, I met my wife there. And it's history ever since. You know what I mean? It's just been, my life revolves around it.